Summaries. It also flagged anomalies, identified potential threats, and in some cases suggested follow-up actions. Though importantly, human officers still made the final call. According to a recent report by Rand Corporation, military commanders are becoming more reliant on AI-generated insights for operational-level decisions, not just tactical support. This means AI tools are being used to recommend troop movements, identify vulnerabilities in terrain, or even prioritize surveillance zones. The models in use are based on large language model architectures similar to the technology behind OpenAI's GPT-4, but they are fine-tuned on military datasets, and Palantir and Microsoft have all been developing custom models specifically for defense use cases. In March 2025, OpenAI confirmed a defense-focused partnership with Andrew to integrate generative models into battlefield systems, marking a major shift for the company, which previously avoided military contracts. These systems are being tested in secure cloud environments, often hosted on Azure government or classified networks, and are governed under Department of Defense AI policies drafted in 2023 and updated again under Trump's administration in February 2025. As of April, these tools remain in the assisted category. They're not authorized to make autonomous decisions or initiate actions, but they're deeply embedded in the analysis and advisory layers of modern combat operations. The illusion of human in the loop. The Department of Defense often reassures the public with one key phrase: there will always be a human in the loop. It's meant to ensure that no AI system will have full control over life or death decisions without human intervention. But experts are questioning whether this concept still holds weight, especially as AI models become increasingly complex and fast-moving. According to Heidi Clough, a safety engineer and the current chief AI scientist at the AI Now Institute, the idea of human in the loop can be misleading. In her recent statement to MIT Technology Review, she explained that when AI models synthesize data from thousands of different sources, it becomes almost impossible for a human to properly audit the outcome in real time. The AI's reasoning is based on so many variables that a human would need hours, if not days, to validate what the AI did in seconds. This creates a fundamental tension. On paper, a human is always approving the final decision. But in practice, that human may be relying almost entirely on the AI's recommendation, because there's simply no time or ability to verify every detail in fast-paced environments like battlefield command centers. This problem only scales as AI becomes more embedded across layers of military infrastructure. In 2024, the Defense Innovation Board warned that reliance on black box models without transparency would lead to scenarios where commanders may believe they're in control, but they're really just rubber stamping what the model outputs. Artificial intelligence is breaking how we handle classified information. Generative AI is disrupting how the military determines what should be classified. Traditionally, intelligence was manually tagged by analysts. Now AI systems can process vast amounts of unclassified data, like satellite images and news reports, and synthesize insights that would typically be considered classified. This is known as classification by compilation. Chris Motton of Rand notes that there's still no clear framework for handling these AI-generated outputs. Tools like those from Palantir and Microsoft aim to automate classification using probabilistic models, some even trained on sensitive datasets. But without a standardized protocol, oversight remains inconsistent. The volume of data only makes the challenge harder. Drone satellites and battlefield sensors are generating terabytes daily, and AI is producing real-time analyses from that stream. Each summary could potentially contain sensitive insights, yet no current system reliably flags what needs protection. With the pace of AI generation far outstripping human review, the Pentagon is now grappling with a core question. When intelligence is machine-created, who decides what stays secret and what doesn't? How far up the chain will AI climb? In 2017, military AI was largely confined to tactical applications. The most well-known example was Project Maven, which used computer vision to detect objects like people, vehicles, and buildings in drone footage. These systems provided support but stopped short of interpreting situations or suggesting decisions. That's no longer the case. As of 2025, the role of AI has expanded dramatically, now pushing into operational decision-making where it helps shape the outcomes of real-time military missions. According to a March 2025 report by the Center for Security in Emerging Technology at Georgetown University, there's been a significant increase in AI being used to assist commanders during live operations. This includes suggesting optimal troop movements, identifying emerging threats, and analyzing battlefield conditions to inform next steps. The report noted that AI tools are no longer limited to analysis. They're directly influencing military strategy, particularly in complex environments with limited response time. Looking ahead, the next phase includes the adoption of agentic AI systems that can not only respond to commands, but initiate tasks independently, and personalized AI models that adapt to the preferences or patterns of individual users. These technologies are already in use in civilian sectors and are being piloted for defense applications. In October 2024, the Biden administration issued a national security memorandum on AI outlining ethical standards and requiring human oversight for military AI systems. However, as of early 2025, the Trump administration has called for fewer restrictions, stating that innovation and speed are key to maintaining an edge over adversaries. This shift raises new concerns about how high AI will climb in the military chain of command and what happens if those safeguards are no longer enforced. Palantir, Microsoft and the new AI arms race, As the Pentagon deepens its use of generative AI private defense, contractors are competing for dominance in this rapidly evolving space. Palantir Technologies has been at the forefront, offering AI platforms capable of automating classification, flagging threats, and analyzing intelligence at scale. Its systems are designed to integrate seamlessly with existing U.S. military data infrastructure and have already been deployed in test environments to support real-time battlefield decisions. Microsoft is also playing a key role through its Azure government cloud and partnerships with defense agencies. Microsoft has been developing generative AI models trained on sensitive and classified data. These models are designed to support everything from logistics to targeting. In March 2025, OpenAI entered the defense sector through a partnership with Anduril Industries, marking a notable shift from its earlier public stance on military use. Under this agreement, OpenAI's models will be integrated into Anduril's autonomous systems, bringing generative AI closer to real-time battlefield deployment. This growing reliance on private firms introduces critical challenges around accountability, data governance, and the alignment of corporate incentives with military objectives. While these companies are helping to accelerate innovation, their expanding role raises important questions about transparency and ethical oversight in an increasingly automated war environment. The bigger risk no one's talking about. As AI systems gain influence in military operations, one central issue remains largely unresolved. Who is accountable when something goes wrong? Generative AI excels at pattern recognition and rapid synthesis, but it lacks human judgment, contextual understanding, and moral reasoning. Human rights organizations, including Human Rights Watch and the Campaign to Stop Killer Robots, have repeatedly warned a misinterpretation of satellite imagery, a flawed dataset, or a biased input could lead an AI system to recommend a strike on the wrong target. Even if a human signs off, did they fully understand the AI's rationale? And if not, who is to blame if civilians are harmed? This isn't just a technical flaw, it's a structural gap in modern warfare. Without clear lines of responsibility, AI-generated decisions could lead to catastrophic mistakes with no clear accountability. What happens next? What happens next? Military's push into generative AI is not slowing down. With rising geopolitical tensions and rapid advances from foreign adversaries, particularly China and Russia, the US is under pressure to maintain its technological edge. This urgency is fueling heavy investment from both the government and the private sector, with billions of dollars being poured into dual-use AI research, battlefield applications, and strategic automation. But this rapid development raises urgent questions that remain unanswered. How can real human oversight be guaranteed in high-speed decision-making environments? Should AI ever be allowed to assist in decisions that could lead to loss of life? And how do we avoid the slow, unchecked creep toward fully autonomous weapon systems, a path that has long been opposed by international watchdogs? Phase 2 of military AI isn't just a technical milestone, it's a structural transformation, one that redefines how power is exercised, how wars are fought, and who gets to decide the cost of those decisions. If you've made it this far, let us know what you think in the comment section below. For more interesting topics, make sure you watch the recommended video that you see on the screen right now. Thanks for watching.